futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer. Advocate. Donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 6.
Well, welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather at 6. I'm meteorologist Caleb Edelblut. I know you're looking at your screen right now and you're like, I don't see Matt, I don't see Gabe, I don't see Maggie. Am I in the right place? You are. Again, I'm Caleb Edelblut. I'll be y'all's weekend meteorologist. I'm very excited to spend my weekends here with y'all and just continue to give y'all the updated and latest on y'all's forecast. So let's get right into it. Very fortunate to be here. Look at our headlines. The limited rain chances are going to continue. We've been in this very dry pattern, as y'all have heard from Matt and Gabe earlier this week. Not many chances of rain, and if we do get them, they're very isolated in nature. But thankfully, we're not really wishing for the rain because of how below average these temps have been. We want them for our crops, we want them for all our plants and everything because it's just the dry season. But thankfully, these temperatures have remained pretty below average. And of course, I'm going to give you all the latest update on the tropics due to the 2 disturbances out in the Atlantic right now as we continue to track those as they pretty much just bake in the ocean right now, very far away from the United States. And of course, for those who know me, I'm from Starkville. I had to start with my first camera from Starkville, going across the beautiful Mississippi State campus. Temperatures 86 degrees, feels like 91, so still some mugginess in the air, but that's just summer in Mississippi. So still very beautiful, pretty blue skies. Same thing going for Greenwood, very blue skies, not much cloud cover, 91 degrees, but feels like 95. So thankfully, we're not really pushing those triple digits just because our temperatures are already low enough to where we're not really heating those triple digit heat indice values. But looking out at Aberdeen as well, you can see 88 degrees, but still feels like 95. So still a beautiful Saturday. It's warm, but definitely bearable and doable for it being August in Mississippi. Looking at our temperatures right now, if we're in the 90s, you can see low 90s across the entire viewing area. 92 in Greenville, typically where we see our highest value for temperatures, but pretty much low 90s, some upper 80s across our entire viewing area, 87 in Hamilton, 88 in Red Bay, and just definitely a good view to see as we continue into the Saturday evening. And of course, with our heat indices, this is what we even love to see more. Not many triple digits. You can see Greenville definitely coming in as the winner with 100, but if you want to be in triple digits, 100 is the way to go. Don't want to go much past that. But basically double digits across the entire viewing area, pretty much sticking in the low 90s. We're not even pushing those triple digit values. You can see Tunica at 99, South Haven 97, so almost pushing them, but definitely some improvement for what we see. Looking at the first 12, these calm, dry conditions are going to continue, starting off around 87 or 86 degrees around 7 o'clock, but slowly pushing our way into the mid to upper 70s, and then eventually the low 70s as we get ready for our Sunday morning commute. But it should be beautiful and calm conditions. And speaking of beautiful, calm conditions, you can see that on our Doppler radar. Not much going on. It's very dry across the entire viewing area. We'd love to say that these are some rain showers popping up, but that's just because we're using the Memphis satellite, and that's because our Columbus Air Force Base radar is down. But we can switch it up and go, let's look at the Jackson radar, and let's go to precipitation. We saw there were some brief chances and some rainfall out in Winston County. Let's go past the half hour. There you go. Very, very short, very short-lived, not much going on, but this is why we say those isolated chances of rainfall. That's why those 10% chances matter, because I mean, most of our areas stay dry, but we see that little bit pop up there in Winston County. So this is why we really want to see those rain chances. We're in that dry season. Updated look at our drought monitor shows that it has expanded. Of course, we're still in the lowest classification with dry, definitely better than moderate, severe, and going extreme beyond that. But our small, dry area has increased, and you can see it's expanding out in the Delta and into Oxford and Bruce and everywhere in that area. And of course, you can see more popping up across the Mississippi River, affecting Greenville and Hollandale as well. So something we continue to monitor, but unfortunately, it's expected for this time of the year because we don't see much rainfall. Now, looking at Futurecast, you can kind of see that these dry conditions continue. Some isolated chances of showers could affect the northern part of our viewing area, but most of the moisture that we're going to see is going to be cloud cover as we head into the overnight hours. And you can see that cloud cover doesn't even stick around. They will start to fade off as we get into the early morning hour Sunday. So for those getting up early and starting y'all's church commute, it should be picture perfect skies and a beautiful start to y'all's Sunday. Not much rain, but still beautiful nonetheless, and definitely something we'd love to see. Now, our forecasted rainfall for tomorrow, this is a very broad scale. It's not very specific. You can see these dark colors, not forecasting much. If we want to click on it, you can see it's just going to be 1/100th of an inch. But and this, especially right here, maybe 1/10 of an inch, but not really affecting North Mississippi. But if we start looking into Monday, this is a best case scenario. You can see almost everyone gets affected by rainfall. It's what we'd love to see. But of course, it's best case scenario. These values are definitely a lot better. Let's click it again. You still have the 1/100th of an inch, 1/10th of an inch, but we start getting into 1/4 of an inch as well. And those rain chances will start to pick up as we get into our work week. So for anyone expecting those lazy weekend days, not going to be this weekend, but still beautiful. You can see the next 24 hours, calm conditions are going to continue, but our temperatures, I mean, this is what we love to see. Any outdoor plans you had, I mean, you got the green light to go out and just enjoy them. 73 as we start off our Sunday, pushing into the upper 80s, 90 around 3 o'clock. So for those getting into the 90s, very low 90s, most of us pushing the upper 80s. So definitely something we love to see. And then slowly pushing back into the lower 80s as we get into our Sunday evening. Now, I want you to stick with us for the next 60 seconds because I'll continue to give you all the latest forecasts as we go into the rest of the weekend, and we'll keep seeing when those chances of rainfall will return and what the heat looks like as we head into the week.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Laupon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Laupon has proven himself trustworthy.
Well, welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather at 6. Again, I'm meteorologist Caleb Edelblut, and weather watchers were just going crazy yesterday. We had a bunch of sunset pictures sent in from us, and with not much rainfall happening, we'd love to see sunset pictures get sent in today. You can do that, of course, with the Mississippi Live Weather app. But this is actually a picture from Amelia in Oxford. I believe this was after some storms rolled through the area, so kind of more of the calm after a storm instead of before. But also we have this picture from Campbell up in Marshall County showing a rainbow, and this is what we would love to see because you can't have a rainbow without that rain. So might not be getting many of those pictures today, but make sure to continue sending in any of those weather pictures that you have into the Mississippi Live Weather Radar app, or not radar app, just the app. But anyways, look at the camera. You can see in Amory, 88 degrees, but still picture perfect skies, not much cloud cover, but we're not really wishing for the cloud cover because, I mean, it's 88. Feels like 95, so still could have that mugginess depending on where you are. It's just still summer in Mississippi. And looking out at Smithfield, of course, a big thank you to the North Mississippi Storm Chasers for giving us these cameras. You can see 87 degrees, but feels like 90. So still just across the entire viewing area, just picture perfect conditions. And this continues in Caledonia with some beautiful clouds out here. Those just kind of cumulus cotton balls that you have out there. 89 degrees, but feels like 93. So conditions right now are definitely favorable. 87 degrees up in Tupelo, feels like 90. So definitely what we love to see. And I really wanted to put this graphic in. It doesn't say anything, and that's the point, because I've seen this graphic be used so much up here because of how hot it has been in Mississippi. We usually see those heat advisories and warnings across the entire area, but there's nothing going on across our region. You can see no advisories, no warnings. The closest we can see them is out in Arkansas, but definitely a sight we love to see, and we'll unfortunately probably start seeing as we wrap up next work week, but we still have a few days. Let's enjoy the temperatures while we have them. So definitely just wanted to include that. Looking at our day planner as we head into the rest of our evening, temperature is still favorable, 86 degrees as we get closer to 7 p.m., but wrapping up into the mid 70s as we go into the overnight period. Tracking this again out on Futurecast, you can see those clouds cover starts to build around Saturday evening, and it'll continue building as we approach midnight. But once we cross into the early morning hours, the cloud cover is kind of going to stop and start fading away, allowing for some clear skies in the early morning hours and a clear commute for those waking up early around 6 in the morning. But for those also waking up for church, beautiful clear skies as you get ready for your Sunday morning. Lows tomorrow, also very nice. You can see 72 degrees in Starkville, 73 in Columbus, 69 in Red Bay. But the further out west you go, you can see it starts steadily warming up a little bit, 74 in Greenville, but still not a bad way to start off the day. Now looking at Futurecast again, picking up in the morning and going throughout the day, you can see those clouds start to dissipate as we head into the morning hours, but then they're going to build back again as we get closer to lunchtime. We'd love to see some moisture with them. You can see maybe some spotty isolated showers. Could affect the northern part of our viewing area, but of course this is just going to be very isolated and scattered if we get any of this. But for those that do, we're all going to enjoy every second of it, even if it's not long lived. But also, I want y'all to take a mental picture of this. This is at 6 p.m. on Sunday, so not much going on. This is the HER model, but in just a frame or two, I'm going to pick up at 6 with the different model, and it's going to show how these rain chances can fluctuate. But not much going on by 6 with the HER model. You can see our high temperatures are definitely bearable tomorrow. For those in the 90s, very low 90s, 90 in the Golden Triangle region, 88 Green Bay, 92 New Albany, 93 Grenada, but 96 Greenville. So as we go back to that heat indices, you can see 96 in Greenville turns into 103 heat indices for Greenville. So triple digits across some of our viewing area, but there are more double digits than triple digits. So something that we continue to love to see. But here we go. This is what I was really excited to say because I started it a little bit too early. Futurecast shows this is a more aggressive model. You can see it's a strike model up in the top left of your screen, but it shows picking up at 6 that there is more shower opportunities, chances for our viewing area. So it's one of the things that we look at all the different models, figure out which one's more accurate, which one is more aggressive, not aggressive enough. But this one shows that there are chances for rain as we head into Sunday night. But I really wanted to include this one because our rain chances do start to pick up Monday. This is more of a long track forecast. And you can see Monday around 6 in the morning, those showers start to pop up and some thunderstorm possibilities are along the Mississippi River. But as we get closer to lunchtime, some of those showers are going to start affecting more of our area, hitting Winona and Grenada around lunchtime. And they're going to kind of just bubble and fade. These are those cyclical storms that just kind of bubble up. And this is the tough part with summer, just trying to forecast where those bubbles are going to pop up, kind of like on a stove with boiling water. You never know where they're going to pop up, but it's across the entire area. So we still have some increased chances of rainfall Monday, but definitely something that we're going to continue monitoring and updating those as we get closer. Our high temperatures for Monday still bearable, especially because of that overcast skies and with the rainfall. 90 in Starkville, 91 Columbus, Macon. You can see 92 in Senatobia. Most of the time, y'all's high temperatures are a lot higher, warmer. So showing that the high temperatures are matching up with that rainfall kind of shows that y'all might get that rainfall once we get closer to Monday. But 95 out in Greenville as well. Those heat indices still triple digits out of the Delta, but more double digits and a lot more bearable as we continue into the start of our work week. But our high temperatures are going to slowly start to pick up once we get in the work week. You can see we wrap up our weekend with 92, still below average because most of the time we're at 93. And for most of the next few days, I'm counting, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days below average. So once we start finally getting to the average temperatures is where we start to see that heat indices start to go up as well. then we could see those advisories start being warned, but we still have some time before that starts to happen. You can see Thursday, especially Saturday, that mugginess definitely starting to return. So we want to continue monitoring that as well. But as I mentioned earlier, I want to give an update on the tropics. You can see there are 2 disturbances. One is not even in this orange circle yet. This is right off the coast of Africa, but I wanted to include, you wouldn't say both sides of a sphere, but how far apart we are from this. This is not going to affect us tomorrow or the next few days, but it's something we want to continue monitoring. And you can see this yellow disturbance as well. This is more of a vertical path instead of horizontal, so definitely something that's not going to affect us as well. And you can see the chances for development have continued to decrease. You can see 0% chance for the next 48 hours, 20% chance for the next 7 days. And if this were to develop, it's going far away from the United States, so not affecting us in the near future or at all in general. But for disturbance number 2, you can see that these chances have started to increase. It became a disturbance last night. I think during our 10 o'clock show, we saw that it popped up, or 6 o'clock actually, and it's already increased to 10% for the next 48 hours, 50% for the next 7 days, and this one's more horizontal, so we want to continue to monitoring that and tracking that. It won't affect us until later parts of next week, but something, of course, we're going to continue monitoring here at Mississippi Live Weather. But looking at the 7-day forecast, you can see the temps are going to start slowly going up, but for sure, you can see those rain chances do start to do a little roller coaster motion with the 30-40, but definitely something we'd love to see. Just going into the next work week and seeing those rain chances appear, we love seeing all those raindrops and lightning bolts start popping up on 7-day forecasts, and will definitely help all of our plants and crops here in North Mississippi. But thank you again for joining here at Mississippi Live Weather to watch me give my first weekend forecast. I look forward to continuing looking at this and updating y'all as we head into the night. So make sure to stay here to watch me at Mississippi Live at 10, and I'll see y'all then. Thank you again.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.